Hi, I'm Justin Campbell. I'm a graduate of DevCodeCamp's full stack software development course. I recently completed my 10-day capstone project, and I'd like to share it with you. The technologies I used during this project are Python, JavaScript, React.js, Django REST Framework, MySQL, Visual Studio Code, HTML5, CSS3, React Bootstrap, Material UI, GitHub, and Postman. To tell you about myself, I'm a U.S. Army veteran. I served with the 82nd Airborne Division for 4 years. I also worked in the health and fitness industry for approximately 8 years as a strength and conditioning coach and a nutritionist. So when I was tasked with this challenge or this job of creating a project from scratch, I had an idea of what I wanted to do. So over the years, I have been able to witness just so many people who couldn't afford trainer-based fitness, and they were essentially left to fend for themselves. And even some athletes, maybe they never reached their full potential because they weren't able to stay in the environment and to just hone their skills and develop those biomechanics that others, could afford. But ultimately, it's been a dream of mine for a long time, just to be able to help people in the fitness industry. And this has led me to my project. So let me share it with you. The reality is that most gym members do not work out regularly. A lack of knowledge, technical experience, and accountability often lead to gym members living sedentary lifestyles. I'd like to also mention here that not only gym members, but athletes, like I mentioned previously, some never reach their full potential. But weFit aims to change the game. Providing free and open source programming, weFit aims to equip each user with custom workouts based on their fitness goals. Whether the goal is to lose weight or increase muscle size, weFit is the solution. So you can see I have created an entity relationship diagram. The user can have many goals, and each goal is owned by a user. I then have utilized a junction table, a many-to-many relationship, bringing the each exercise and a workout name together. You can see on my wireframe that I have a background image as the background, just a pretty simple logo, and then a welcome message, a workout type text or card, and then a routine card. In the beginning stages of planning, I really wanted to make this a single page application. But as you'll see in the next few minutes, I did turn this into a multi-page application. All right, so this is the weFit landing page. The user will be redirected here in the event that they are logged out. You can see that there is a login link. If the user was logged in, the login link would not show, and a log out link would show instead. I utilized ternary conditionals to exclude some links and include others. So what we have here now is the services link offered to those who are logged out with a list of services offered by weFit. Each list has some details and then a call to action tab. Each list also has a picture of, for instance, personal training. One of the personal trainers looks like a fitness class going on. And then for virtual training, we can see someone is actually performing on a laptop. So we also have a call to action tab up top that will be present whether the user is logged in or logged out. And then also use some styling in the navbar, opacity, just to give it a little unique look. And now let's go back to the login page. From the login page, the user can sign in if they are already registered, or if they're not, they can click the Create an Account button to register. In this modal, there is a welcome message up top, and then a few forms for the user to input their personal information. Once they input their information, all they have to do is press Submit, and they are registered. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to use a user that I've already created. And as you can see, the password is hidden for security. And then we just press Submit. Once the user is logged in and they get to their homepage, they'll be greeted with a message and their biometrics including height in inches and weight in pounds. If they wanted to update their weight, they could easily click the update button, update that number, and then just press submit. Also, we have more tabs available at the top, and then the log in button has now turned into a log out button. All right, next we have our performance goals. So within the goal tracker, each goal is listed in this card. If we wanted to add a new goal, we would just click this button. A modal would pop up giving an example goal. So if I wanted to lose weight, I want to lose 26 months. I can easily post this. Once it appears, I have the option to remove or to edit. So if I want to edit this goal, the goal as it is will appear as a placeholder. So I can edit this. And press submit, and the goal updates. In the future, I would like to utilize this toggle button as a line to implement a line decorator upon completion, so that a line through decorator upon completion. But for right now, once we achieve the goal and we want to remove it, we can just simply click the remove button. Right underneath the goal tracker, just have a client testimony. It's myself with a client with just a brief testimony. In this model, we could add several testimonies and interchange these as needed. But let's go ahead and look at the My Routines tab. As you can see, the My Routine page shares the header. I also included a couple pictures, one of a gym and one of a client doing some stability work. I have two cards here. The first card is the workout type. The filter at the top includes 3 different workout types: to burn fat and lose weight, increase muscle size or muscular hypertrophy, or to increase maximum strength. With each selection, the data changes: the rep scheme, the rest, and then the weight. If I wanted to increase maximum strength, I could see that the reps go down, the rest goes up, and then also the weight goes up. I have 3 different workouts here as well. And then with each movement in the workout, I included a details modal. The details modal provides some information of each movement. For instance, the back squat is a movement in the sagittal plane. It's a bilateral lower push. Primary movers or agonists are the hamstring complex, the gluteus maximus, stabilizers, and then I just have some information about the movement. Now, in the future, I would like to have a video with each movement that would be essentially a tutorial to help those who maybe didn't know how to perform the movement. But for right now, this is all I could complete in the time that I had to finish my project. In closing, we can see that the Services tab is still available to the logged in user. We also have our resources dropdown that provides external links to the USDA MyPlate website, which is great for nutritional counsel and guidance, the MyFitnessPal, which is a calorie tracker and activity log, and then Squat University, which is a YouTube video tutorial that is led by a doctor of physical therapy who is very knowledgeable and very good. So lastly, once the user clicks the logout button, will be redirected back to the login screen. I'd like to thank you for sticking around and walking through this project with me. Over the next couple of months, I hope to implement some additional functionality, such as workout views and serializer refactor that would allow the user to create their own workout with filtered assistance to ensure that the workout was safe and physiologically balanced. Goal completion toggle that would apply that line through decorator, and then a payment API so that individuals could make payments for services.